Hey YouTube, thanks for clicking on my video. Today we're really going to be taking a look at the update of my portfolio. It has been a year since I started investing in Robinhood on this actual account. I've had some in the past, but this one I started exactly last year, January 7th. Now this video might be coming out a little bit later because I do have to edit it, and I'm trying to make my videos a little bit better. So however, you might be watching this around the 10th, but this video was recorded on the 7th. Now a lot has happened. It has flown by, and a lot of amazing stuff has happened, especially the last part of 2019. We're officially in 2020, and if you guys have never actually watched one of my videos or don't follow me, my channel is really about me kind of in my journey investing and the stocks that I'm looking at and why I'm looking at these stocks and why I love to invest so much. And I kind of go into some of the information of if I were to have invested this into a savings account and my return that I'm getting now, what is the benefits and kind of why I recommend a lot of my friends to do this. But without any further ado and without going with any more, I'm just going to put my screen up here so you guys can see my Robinhood account. So there we go. As you guys can see, my screen is up. This is what it looks like for the year. My account now, it is showing $10,383.93. And yes, that's how much my account is valued at, but I do have $502.33 there to spend, which will be in my next video, I believe, that I post. I'll either make it today, most likely tomorrow. But just, if you want, subscribe and you'll see it and turn on the notifications so you know when it's coming out. But so that number that you see up there, the 10,383, is not 100% accurate. However, the amount below it should be about how much I'm up on the year. So I didn't quite hit the 10,000 mark as far as getting or for passing for 1 year. Now I did invest, and this is when I look at all of it. Let's just say $7,964.89, even though I went up 0.38 that day because I invested in Netflix, based on what I remember looking back there. So now I invested almost $8,000, and I am currently up to $2,449.42. That is nearly 31% in a year. Now, I'm not going to take all the credit. I know it wasn't all on me. A lot of it was also how the market and how it performed, and the stocks that I invested in and the sectors that I invest in had a huge amount to do with this. But like I've said just a couple seconds ago, if this was in a bank account or a savings account, it would be really depressing actually to see what the number would be, how much that I would have actually gotten back, because I think my savings account, I looked at it, was 0.2, something that's just, it's sad. Not even close, not even remotely. It would take a lot longer. Stop rambling here. But yeah, so overall, it was an amazing year. And a lot of this actually came from the last 2-3 months of 2019. Not gonna lie, a big part of my stock is in Tesla, and I don't know if you guys follow them, especially today. I think they've hit a 52-week high. Has done just amazing, outstanding. But this is going to be one of the critiques for 2020, which I will talk about either in this video. I'll talk a little bit about this video, but talk mostly in another video. A lot of videos planned for 2020 about what I want to do with my portfolio. And a big thing that I also want to talk about is I'm investing more in dividends paying stocks. Dividends, if you don't know what they are, it's basically the company saying thank you for trusting them and investing in them, and they're giving me a small cut for every stock that I own. They give me some money back, which is great because what I do with that, I reinvest it, and overall that will just make me more money and more money. So I just calculated it all, and it looks for this year I made $25.70 and had 23 dividend payouts, which...
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Apple Watch. Overall, that doesn't sound like a lot of money. However, based on my spreadsheet that I have, with all these stocks that I currently own and how much of them I do own, if I were to not change a thing, and if they do not increase their yields, which they should, which is the payout that they'll pay, I should get $77.12 in 2020 on dividend payouts alone. That right there is enough to buy, depending on which stock, 1, 2, or enough to put some into another stock. So that's almost $100. And one of my goals, which again, I'll talk about a little bit in this video, but mostly make a separate video, is to get have a dividend payout of $120 by the end of the year. That means every year I'll at least, as long as if everything were to stay constant, which it actually should go up because most of these stocks increase how much they pay out, will be $120 every year, which I'm going to reinvest into the companies and into stocks and make me even more money. So that's just something to also to consider. It is not a lot. Again, it's my first year. This is just the platform here, kind of what I'm building off of. But overall, that's not bad. That's $25 more that I didn't have before, and I'm reinvested every cent. So I'm really happy about that. And usually when I get a payout, sometimes it's just a couple cents, I'll wait till it builds up, and then I'll put it towards the stock, so on and so forth. So here we go. I'm gonna go over just a little bit of my current portfolio and the stocks that I own. And there are other videos throughout the year that I've posted about this as well. So you can see I own 35 shares of Plug. Netflix is one of the first ones that I actually bought, and they're still kind of bouncing back from this dip here. And a big part that I'm going to focus on this year is focus on dips in companies. No matter what company it is, as long as I feel comfortable with them, I should try to rephrase that. But as long as that they have good spreadsheets, or good sheets, good books, and I feel like there's a promise in them going back up, which a lot of the times the dips are because, it's correcting because they've been going up for so much. Something like McDonald's, the CEO, there's something going on there, and these affect the stock prices. So I'm going to be a big focus is buying the dips and buying more stocks that I already own, and just increasing my position in them. So Netflix is kind of like the one that started off. Facebook and Apple are also huge chunks of my portfolio. So let's see, Facebook is 13%, which is a pretty big percentage, and is one of the biggest stocks or biggest companies that I'll be focusing on and adding more in 2020 this year. I feel like I've said 2020 too many times. Someone count how many I've said throughout the video. Apple is another one, and they've done tremendous this year, and look at that, in 1 year, 101.72%. That is ridiculous, especially for a company like Apple. It's already so big to grow that much in their stocks. It's mind-blowing, and really wish that I would have bought more, and I will buy more, but I'm going to wait until that kind of, corrects or something happens, and then I'll be buying more. But Facebook is definitely one of my, I would say even more than Apple right now, Facebook is one of my main focuses. Visa, I do want to buy, I'm going to say this every stock, so never mind. I want to buy all of these. Visa is another one, bam. Tesla, again, is the hugest, I think, portion right now. It's nearly 20%. I'm up 102% this year, $948. This year, it's just been tremendous. They've had a lot of trouble, and still, the thing I want to talk about Tesla is that I'm waiting for something to happen for them to go back down for me to buy more. They were kind of in this kind of, not rut, but area for about 2 years. Well, roughly being, going back and forth, but now there's finally a big move. Next time it does go down, I will definitely be buying more, because that is just amazing. And I love Tesla. I've talked about this in many videos. I want to own a Tesla. But that right there is one of my biggest positions. But the disadvantage of this is that since it is so volatile and something small could potentially have it go crashing down, not to nothing, but down pretty drastically, could wipe a lot of my profits away. Dollar General, I just got a dividend payout, or it's coming out, and this will be my first payout in January. Coca-Cola, Save, which is Spirit Airways, McDonald's, Microsoft, Nvidia, YumC is a huge one I'm going to be focusing on this year and building a bigger position, because I do believe that they're going to do amazing. It's just like Yum in America, but just in China. But that right there is the update. I know this is kind of a long video, and it's more to show, and I started this at, again, roughly, 3,000. So, but when I initially started, I think the videos, it was around $3,000 when I started making the videos on YouTube. But again, I started from nothing, and I have grown it to $10,285, up $2,450. That's crazy for 1 year. It's not bad at all. If it was in my bank account, I think it'd be less than, I think about 50. I think it'd be like $50 or something like that. It's not much at all. So I'm really happy I invested, and this is really it's not bragging at all. It's just to show you guys that if you focus a little bit on it, and I work a lot, so I'm not able to focus as much as I want to on stocks and what's going on, but I know just enough to be able to make sure that the stocks I'm going in are safe and reliable and potentially will go up. Again, it also has a lot to do with the market and what's going on. So that's right there is something that, if I can do it, anybody can do it. A lot of people are scared with all these charts and what's going on. Robinhood makes it so simple. It's so to the point. There's not all these charts and all these things you have to worry about. And they do give you, information on the stock, and if analysts recommend it, how many they do, how their quarterly earnings are, depending on how big the company is. So they give you a nice basic set of information to make you, make somewhat knowledgeable decisions and not just to throw money at it. And this is a big thing. I want to make so many videos I'm funny about what to look for, why not to buy the cheapest stock, or why just because it dips you should buy it, and why you shouldn't, because sometimes when stocks dip, you shouldn't buy it because they're going to keep continuing going down. I was kind of making so many videos this year, so if that even sounds remotely interesting, or you want to learn more about stocks, or you want to just see me grow this portfolio and see what I can make it in the next 5 years, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know what you want to know so I can make videos on it and kind of share with you my experience and what I've done and how I've grown this and what I look for and just all those together. So please leave comments down below with any questions. That is it for this video. If you want to sign up for Robinhood, like I said, it is a great starting application, and I always recommend doing more research on the stock that you purchase. You can YouTube all these people talking about, I'm sure almost for every stock out there, there's someone talking about it, putting their 2 cents in. Just make sure that your source is reliable, that they have a good track record, they're not trying to sell you on something, and also check several sources too. It's, not just because it's coming from one source, and you want to be careful. And sometimes even the big outlets, like the big news outlets, are wrong about stocks or the market. So you want to take everything with a grain of sand, but get as much information as you can in, and you'll start learning slowly, what to look for. Should you trust these people? Should you trust them? So on and so forth. Just a process. It does take time, but I promise you, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I know people hear that all the time. You just have to start, be conscious, and just make these wise, educated decisions, and you will be okay. So that is it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I know this is longer than usual. I just want to give you an update and how excited I am for this next year. I don't think it's going to grow as much, and I do have some goals that I will make a whole other video on. But that is it. I'm done rambling. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.